We're going to be removing homeless encampments from all over our parks, our beautiful, beautiful parks, which now a lot of people can't walk on. They're very dirty, very got a lot of problems. But we've already started that. We're moving the encampments away, trying to take care of people. Some of those people, we don't know how they even got there. Some of those people are from different countries, different parts of the world. Nobody knows who they are. They have no idea, but they're there. We're getting rid of the people from underpasses and public spaces from all over the city. There are many places that they can go, and we're going to help them as much as you can help. But they'll not be allowed to turn our capital into a wasteland for the world to see.
Hello amazing people, hope you're doing well. Welcome to this beautiful channel. My good name is Milka. So today shall be reacting about what Donald Trump said the other day, that the homeless people should move immediately from the Washington DC. He claims that he wants to make the city safer and more beautiful. He even says that for the criminals, they don't have to move out. He will take them to jail where they belong. People are really traumatized by what he said, really. If his intentions are to make the city safer. Even says that he's going to offer them places to stay, tents where they will be staying. Let us see how a lot of people are reacting to it. Then I'll come back to with my commentary. Let's watch. If you're here, please consider subscribing. Let's see what a lot of people are saying.
Okay, huge news out of Washington, D.C., but make sure you share this video first because we on the left are being heavily throttled. Anyway, so here's the big news. Donald is going to remove the homeless from the streets of D.C. and put them in places like Alligator, Alcatraz, and other tent cities. And of course, you, the taxpayers, are going to foot the bill. And his buddies are going to profit from that. That's why they contributed so much to his presidential campaign. So once again, he's going after a small group of defenseless people. Once again, he's offering a band-aid solution, not a fix for the poor. Once again, going after defenseless people at the behest of others to turn a profit. See, he doesn't care about the poor. He doesn't care why people are homeless. He doesn't care how they became homeless. He doesn't care to help them get on their feet. He doesn't care to fix their situation. This is your future, MAGA. When the shit hits the fan, this is you. Wait, let's all repeat. First, they came for the immigrants, and I did not speak out because I was not an immigrant. Then they came for the homeless, and I did not speak out because I was not homeless. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. That's your future. Please like.
Hey, neighbors. We need to talk. Just us. Come on in the room. We need to talk about what just happened in Washington, D.C. today. How you feel? Because this is not business as usual. I don't want you to think it is. President Donald Trump has just taken the extraordinary step of federalizing D.C.'s police department under the Home Rule Act. Now that means for the next 30 days, your local police in Washington, D.C. are no longer under local control. They answer directly to the federal government. Attorney General Pam Bondi, to be exact, is now in charge, and nearly 800 National Guard troops have been deployed into that neighborhood in D.C. under the banner of, quote, a public service emergency. Sounds like a crime crisis, right? At least that's how they try to do everything and make it sound, because Johnny Q. Public is stupid. Haven't I said that before? Or so they think. So here's the problem. Crime in D.C. is actually down by 26% compared to last year. This isn't about an emergency. Y'all, this is about control. And when the justification doesn't match the data, we should all be asking, what's the real goal here? How you feel? Because if I had enough biscuits, everybody would get a biscuit right now. Protests, well, they've already started. That's one thing for sure. People are already sharing it. Right now, they're on 26th Street, and I forgot the address itself. I'll have to share that. But listen, residents are chanting, D.C. is our home, and this is a dangerous precedent. If the federal government can step in, override local authority, and militarize a city without clear justification, where does it stop? Where does it stop? See, this is the nation's capital, and y'all, the eyes of the world are literally on us. If they can do this here, they can do it anywhere. Your city, your neighborhood, my neighborhood, your street, my street. How does that make you feel knowing that the very people that have been voted in to represent you are literally taking that power that you and I gave them, whether you voted for them or not, they're in there, and doing what they want to with it? How you feel about that? Hold on. I'll be right back. So here's the thing. While we're seeing these troops on the ground, the FBI is patrolling right alongside them. You heard what I said. Now, the messages are calling for more people to join the protests and what some people are actually calling music festivals. We also have unverified rumors swirling around federal police actually firing shots into local neighborhoods last night near DC. Now, those reports are not confirmed when I made this video, but I got video. And that's exactly why transparency is so critical right now, because there are witnesses that are coming forth. So here's my message. Pay attention, show up, document everything, because history has shown once you give up control of your streets, baby, it's a long fight to get it back. I want you to stay safe, stay informed, and I'll do my best to keep you updated as this develops. Now, it's on us right now, folks. If we want to see change, we're going to have to start right where we are. Do something in your neighborhood that is going to help create the change. Remember, we are still the people. Join those protests or music festivals. Go and find one in your area. Reach out to your Congress people. I know what you're going to say, but now is the time for us to be heard. Use your platforms, use your email addresses. Talk to people and let people know this is an absolute no for me. This is an absolute no for the country. I've said it once and I'll say it before. We still the people, and we need to start acting like it. We'll see you around.
Donald Trump has announced the federal takeover of DC police and the mobilization of the National Guard, and I need you to understand this is a pretext to round up and disappear unhoused people. The Trump regime announced this takeover of Capitol Police, citing rising crime as a cause for concern, despite the fact that crime in DC is actually at a 30-year low. But when you look at his own words and the breakdown of duties assigned to the 800 National Guardsmen that he's bringing into DC, it becomes very clear this is entirely about targeting homeless people. According to the Trump admin, roughly 100 to 200 of the National Guardsmen will be assigned to some sort of police duty and won't be carrying any weapons, rifles, anything of the sort, despite the fact that this is allegedly because of violent crime, leaving 600 National Guardsmen for his second task, which is to beautify the city. On his Truth Social, Donald Trump said, "Before tents, squalor, filth, and crime, it was the most beautiful capital in the world, and it will soon be that way again." He is literally openly advocating to purge unhoused people from the city, and with no clear, transparent explanation for where all of these people will go. But fortunately or unfortunately for us, history seems to be repeating itself. So let me point out for you what happened to tens of thousands of unhoused people under another fascist regime. Did you know back in 1938 in Germany, over 10,000 people, homeless people, beggars, prostitutes, alcoholics, were rounded up as asocials and shipped off to concentration camps? Yes, one of the earliest victims of the Holocaust was unhoused people. They were rounded up and deported to concentration camps like Sachsenhausen and Dachau because they didn't fit the Yahtzee ideology of the people's community. The Trump regime is planning to round up unhoused people and ship them off to detainment centers, and they're hoping, because they are undesirables, that you won't notice.
So the other day I posted a video about Trump's new executive order, the Making DC Safe and Beautiful Task Force. And immediately the audio for the video started to fuck up. So I had to delete it and fix it. In short, this new executive order means that now the ATF, the Park Police, the US Marshals, the FBI, and ICE are all now going to be patrolling the streets of DC. Because why wouldn't you need 6 federal agencies and 2 police forces for a city of 700,000 people? Well, I fear that this has devolved even faster than I expected. Because in these last 2 days, Trump has posted this. Which begs many questions. How soon is immediately? How far is far away? And what kind of places? Perhaps those camps you were talking about? Let's not forget that a previous executive order basically criminalized being homeless, mentally ill, having addiction issues, and not being able to take care of yourself. Now they're giving a press conference tomorrow at 10 a.m. to kick this whole shebang off. So the question is, what the fuck happens next? Depending on how they start to execute this plan, this will get dicey very quickly. So if you're in DC, please watch out. And please watch out for folks on the street. For everyone else, I'll be keeping tabs on this, so like, comment, and I'll keep you posted.
We have some major news right now. Donald Trump has issued a threat to homeless people in Washington, D.C., telling them to leave D.C. immediately. This is ahead of his press conference tomorrow at 10 a.m., where many expect that he could ramp up pressure, potentially issue the National Guard, federalize Washington, D.C. He's doing this in the name of crime. But here's the issue. How does Donald Trump expect individuals who don't have a home and likely don't have access to Wi-Fi, don't have access to Truth Social to heed his warning? What does he mean by leave immediately? There are a lot of unknowns right now about what he plans to do with Washington, D.C., but here's what I'll tell you. I'm here in D.C.
Give us a home. How about that? How about just giving people that need a home inside? Then we'd be inside. You just want to just throw us to the rats.
As you can see, people are saying that he has to consider these people, despite them being homeless, they really have access to nothing, and he claims that he wants to take them far away from the city. And how far is far from Washington, D.C.? And also we can see a woman is really claiming that if he really wants to take them out of the city, then he's supposed to offer them places to stay where they're going to spend their times out of the Washington, D.C. And we really don't know if he's really genuine about what he said, that he's going to offer them a tent where they shall be staying. Or is it really a way to push the issue out of the site? A lot of people have questions going through their minds. How is it going to affect the community? Or is it really going to help in the beautification of the city? If you are in Washington, D.C., what do you see this issue? Or how are you taking this issue of removing the homeless people from the Washington, D.C., despite them having nowhere to go? Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this? Thank you so much for watching up to this point. Consider subscribing for more updates and information. Thank you so much. Till next time. Goodbye.